From job cuts to tariffs and a growing scandal over the Signal group chat among top national security officials, it has been yet another eventful week in Washington.
And joining us now to break it all down is ABC senior political correspondent Rachel Scott. Always a pleasure to see you, Rachel, there in front of the White House. I want to start with the Signal conversation. Federal judge has told the Trump administration to preserve the contents of that conversation. It's gotten so much attention because a journalist was accidentally added. What do we know about the status of this, and is someone's head going to roll for it at the White House?
Yeah, and this was one of the most pressing questions that several of us reporters had for the White House here. Would there be anyone that would pay the consequence that they would ultimately lose their job because this reporter was accidentally added to this group chat that pretty much everyone from the administration to Republicans on Capitol Hill acknowledge had very sensitive information ongoing about that attack that was being carried out overseas. Ultimately, the White House is insisting that the president has full confidence in Michael Waltz, his national security advisor, as well as the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. They continue to deny any really wrongdoing here, saying that that information in the chat was not classified. But of course, Republicans over on Capitol Hill even acknowledge that this was a mistake, that this cannot happen again, and that those type of conversations should not be happening on a chat like that, guys.
A lot of questions still unanswered there. Rachel, the president announced new tariffs on imported cars, and he's expected to announce even more tariffs sometime next week.
Experts do say that this could really raise the price for consumers on a car up to as much as $8,000. Right now, people are paying around $50,000 for a new car. Republicans, though, on Capitol Hill, they are standing by the president. I think where we could start to see this change is whether or not constituents back in their districts really start to feel the increase of these prices and whether or not they're frustrated by it. We've seen that play out at some of the town halls recently across the country, where you have constituents coming to these town halls confronting their members. Those were particularly about some of the cuts that Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency are carrying out. But right now, Republicans backing the president, saying that this is an America First policy.
Right. We've seen the impact with small businesses who are trying to get their head around, bigger businesses too, trying to wrap their head around how these tariffs are going to look. But as far as consumer prices are concerned, we've yet to see the impact, but we know what some of the threats are of where they could go. There's also a conversation around Elise Stefanik. She has been asked by the president to withdraw from her nomination as UN ambassador, citing a very tight majority there. How concerned should Republicans be about their majority in the House?
Yeah, this tells you everything about what you need to know about how concerned Republicans are about that thin majority in the House. Congresswoman Elise Stefanik had stepped down from Republican leadership. She was eager to become the next ambassador to the United Nations. She was eagerly awaiting her confirmation process. And then the president coming out and announcing that he is asking her to withdraw her nomination because he's looking at the numbers in the House and he's realizing that it's just too thin. And he doesn't want to take a chance, he said, with possibly losing that critical House seat in New York. Again, that is a blue state and a district that would be very competitive. We know Democrats would really be vying to take back that House seat. And so really the president here, he was warned about this when he started plucking Republicans from the House to be a part of his administration. And now he's ultimately seeing the realities of this. Stefanik will now remain in Congress. Speaker Mike Johnson said that she has been invited back to the leadership table. But again, her position has already been filled and no longer exists. So they might have to create a new one, guys.
And we got to ask about Greenland because the vice president and his wife are there right now. How real is that conversation? How seriously should we be taking the idea that the U.S. would buy Greenland?
Yeah, well, I think from where we sit here at the White House, the president is taking this very seriously. He has repeated this over and over again, making this push, and his really promise here to really try to want to seize control of Greenland. Our Terry Moran is reporting from the ground there, and listening to him this morning and talking about his reporting. Greenland, though, not taking this quite as seriously as the Americans. They are pushing back pretty hard, and they have been very adamant about this one, guys, saying that Greenland is not for sale, that it does not belong to the United States, and that it never will. Nevertheless, the administration making this play anyway, guys.
They are standing on business, as the kids say on the streets. All right, Rachel, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Rachel.